real-life trading pre-market day trading show. All right, what's up, everybody? Everyone's piling in. Got Greg, Andrew, Jack, Jay, Juan, Albert, Yasir, good to see you. Doug. Yeah, so here we are. Looks like a little bit of a gap up today. Maybe a little bit of capitulation yesterday, and another 90-day or 90% selling day yesterday. And yeah, we're bouncing a little bit. So actually, I just messaged someone. I sold the SPY. I bought some SPY yesterday going into the close because it was just getting ridiculous. Sold for a little bit of an overnight move, and I just sold that. It wasn't a ton or anything, but that was nice. It was getting pretty crazy into the close. But the big news this morning, you know, I love talking about these things. I'll kind of be sad when some of these things are gone. But Upstart down 57%. I mean, just getting absolutely clobbered. I mean, I got to go into a thesaurus and get new adjectives for how much this thing's been getting crushed. So. Yeah, this thing was down 80%. Remember, if it goes down 80%, how much lower is it going to go? $20 more. 100. Yeah, it's going down 90, and here we are, down 92. And when you do go down 80%, to get from 80 to 90 is like another 50%. So don't think you're safe buying something 80% off, because you can still lose half your money like that. Especially on these like infinite PE. I mean, is there really any use for Upstart? Like, let's be honest. This company could disappear tomorrow and no one would really care. Pelothian on its way to zero. It's a bike with an iPad. So this thing is down 91%. It's down again. It's down 93%. And this thing just might as well go bankrupt. Like, yeah, I've never been a believer in this thing. So, yeah, Peloton. I mean, their loss widened. I mean, this thing is just never gonna make money. Maybe someone will buy it out for like $2, but I'm not coming in lighting my money on fire on Peloton. JP Morgan and Morgan did give them a loan. I don't know why. I posted on Twitter, every JP Morgan banker will eventually have a Peloton in their office because they're going to repossess them for lack of payment on this loan. Yeah. There was a commercial banker when I was at the bank that made a big loan on a company that made screws and like bolts and stuff, and it went bad, and they had to repossess that thing. I'm like, bro, are you gonna like personally sell each one of these screws like one at a time? I mean, what are we gonna do with this crap? Yeah, they got screwed. Yep, yep. That and dairies, like you never want to like you just do not let a dairy default because the land like can't be used for anything else afterwards, except another dairy. So Peloton, yeah, getting absolutely wrecked. What's another one? Good RX. Here's another one. Down 31%. Invest in the stonk market, they said. And I got, whoa, whoa. This one, wow. Here's another one down 88%. People need medication. They're not really using. What does GoodRx do besides like give you a coupon? I, I don't know. Apparently nothing. All they do is give out coupons. So yeah, you got some big losers out there this morning. Uh, SPX versus SPY. So SPX is just the actual index. You can't actually own this. Like there's call and put options and stuff on it, but you can't like go in and buy SPX. So SPY is an ETF that tracks the SPX. I think the largest one. Pretty sure. Yeah, since you can't own shares, so like if you trade the option, this is Ron is saying, let's say you like buy calls, right? And it goes up. Well, there's nothing for them to give you. So yeah, it's cash settled. You're probably trading the options on it. You're not actually trading like SPX, or it's like a CFD that tracks SPX. The big surprise overnight, though, at least I was surprised. Guess who was loading up on General Motors? Elon? Nope. Kathy? Wrong Kathy, not Robert. Kathy with a C? Yep, Kathy Wood buying some GM, selling Tesla. I mean, we are in the twilight zone. Kathy Wood is selling Tesla and buying General Motors. The 5 year plan. Oh yeah, just another absolute stinker. What an innovator. Let's see. What are a couple others that reported? Plug. Okay, so Plug actually recovered a little bit. This thing was getting unplugged. Like it was bouncing a little tiny bit. Let's just go over here. Is there anything? Oh, there is some things. Upang. Oh, the other thing. Might as well talk about this. Bitcoin. Who got Bitcoin under 30,000? Remember, I mean, I was a little wrong on the timing, but I'm like, I think Bitcoin's going to drop below 30, trap some people, end of the world over here, but it did it over here. So I bought a little bit, not a ton. 29,888. Hashtag I'm with El Salvador. UST. This thing blew up. So this was not Bitstamp, UST. So this was a stable coin. That all of a sudden went unstable. It's like they don't yeah, I did a limit buy, Jack. Like they don't test these things. You think they would stress test these, but yeah, and then I think someone froze like Luna withdrawals or something. Yeah, there was some interesting stuff that happened overnight. Michael says so. Stupid question, but today is considered a bullish trend because it depends on what it is. Depends on if it's not clearing a pivot. I would still say that you should probably want to look to short it. But like Apple, you could probably look to go long if it holds. I would give it a few minutes, see if it holds, and you could for an intraday move. It's not clearing the highs of yesterday though. Like I would say, like let's say a Tesla, you probably need to look short. Even though it's a gap up, it's not clearing the pivot from yesterday. So that's not Biohaven. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. The cruise ships really got beat up yesterday. I feel like again, just throwing the baby out with the bathwater a little bit because a lot of these travel stocks they've been announcing good things. I still am interested in what's up with Tether, Jack, because a lot of Tether is backed by corporate bonds, and as you can see, the bond market has kind of gotten crapped on lately. And they never shared whether or not there were like Chinese bonds in there, corporate bonds that have already like those were getting killed last year. So yeah, like they're holding a bunch of Evergrande paper. Yep, could be. I don't know. I don't have any information if they are or aren't. But the fact that they're not very transparent, like, isn't very good. I like die. Oh, I got a new acronym for pile of tears. Instead of pile of tears, people losing their retirement. Uh, Good old pile of tears. Which is kind of sad because it's like kind of like the CEO. But oh well. Yeah, I like the Peloton, Steven. It's just getting wrecked. Settling to zero, yeah. Yep. So I don't know if there's really a whole lot like clearing the pivot of yesterday. XPO is probably not going to be good to day trade. I think they were below 30. I thought it was like 25 or 27. Oh, AMC reported earnings. How's this doing? Just checking in on the apes, seeing if they're still diamond handsing. Does anybody know anyone who still thinks that this is going to $1,000? There's a guy that built his entire YouTube on it, so he's got to keep he's got to keep the narrative going. Otherwise, his YouTube channel is going to collapse. Yeah, you're creating. So this is one of the good things in the market. I mean, I hate to say it's good, but it's a tale as old as time, as Disney says. um things happen in the market that create like not an entire generation, but like a bunch, like a large group of people that distrust the market and like never go back in, and that's what creates opportunity for everyone else. And that's what the SPAC bubble, the game stonks, the AMCs, even stuff like that. Um, that's the benefit of it. Once it blows them out, oftentimes it can reverse. Yeah, we looked at Upstart. Upstart's just getting absolutely hosed. Everyone's calling it Downstart. I'm actually surprised Tesla's bouncing this hard, considering they shut down Shanghai again. Maybe Apple will qualify. Not Delta. My sound thing is still broken, Maloney. I don't know how to fix it. They're out of parts. So like they got the people there sleeping in the factories to build us stuff around the world, and they're just there's no stuff to build things with. What was the other one? Oh yeah, Neo. You were the chosen one. Neo was not the one. Apparently, one's down 80%. Might as well go down 90. Yeah. In the meantime, BYD, which is kind of funny that it's like this is only an over the this BYD is only an OTC stock. This is probably the one that actually like does really well. They're outproducing Tesla in China right now, or they have been for a little bit. So it's like BYD is still making cars. I don't know. I think they kind of did this on purpose to kind of hose Tesla. I don't know. What I do know is I watched some reviews of the, I think it's the Ionic or Ion 6 and the EV6 from Hyundai and Kia. They actually look pretty neat. And then I saw there was a guy that got the like base version, the work version or whatever they call it of the electric F-150. Actually looks pretty cool. Any good swing trades for the week? Most of them were short, Dustin. That we had looked at. I got blown out of this in one day. That kind of sucked. That's like me down here. We got stopped out of that one. Everything else is short. Probably short a retest on that. Oxy had a big down day. It's probably dip buyable though. Mondelez looks good. If you bought, it had a nice 3 day. So you have to buy a retest now, but you got a nice little 3 day pennant pattern right there. A bullish trend, big bullish candle, inside bearish candle. Another this candle's inside, this first one, not this one. And then it breaks through, and then you get the continuation gap. Justin's in Mondelez. Up with my boy Cag. No trades pre-market. Yeah, if you're trading bullish, you're probably trading food stocks Maybe some energies, and maybe like some retailers or something, like a Kroger. I think Walmart bounced. Um, maybe a consumer staples company. I haven't looked at Albertsons in a little bit. I'm pulled back more. What about Costco? Yeah, Costco probably needs to retest a little more. Starbucks, I mean, this thing has just been an absolute dud. Maybe that candle will be the trapping one, but ugh. Rose looks a little rough. Dibs all been invalidated. Black Rifle Coffee Company. Yeah. Come on, Howard Schultz. Get after it. Pepsi. This one looked okay. Here's Coca Cola. Thermo Fisher rolled over. Rent a Center actually looks pretty decent too. I'm not gonna lie. Shy. There you go. Not gonna get rich, but not gonna lose 50% overnight. Boo Uh, this thing's in such a terrible trend now. It looks like it's just gapping into resistance. Probably stay away from that one. The Chinese Robin Hood. Whenever it's the Chinese version of something else, it's not as good as the first one. A la like Baidu is nowhere near Google. Baba is not Amazon. What were the others? Oh, Luckin Coffee, LKN. It used to just be LK. Luckin. I don't know. I can't even remember how to pull it up. I don't think it's LKN. LKNCY. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Neo is not Tesla. Yeah. Scott says, "What are my thoughts on CI? Was it Cigna? Of its healthcare, it's probably pretty decent. You know, again, I wouldn't expect us to go to the moon tomorrow, but probably some dip buys and yeah, collect some dividends while it grinds higher." Yeah, healthcare has actually been doing pretty well. Mana not been doing as well. Very channel like though, but Lily looks pretty good. Moderna, the one hit wonder. This is like Hansen of biotech. I think they're going to be umbopping their way lower. Justin was a Hansen fanboy at one time. Oh, of Moderna, yeah. Remember, you were so upset you got called away. Uh, let's see, CSCO, Oracle. Here's Shopify. Someone asked, I think T asked, when do I think Shopify would make a new high? Probably like a decade. Yeah, it's going to take a very, 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 very long time for this to ever get back to the all-time high, if it ever does. So, because at this point, it's getting our it's down 80%. You know what that means? It might as well go down 90. That's another 50% from now. So yeah, might as well go lower. Yeah, and then because of hashtag math, when it goes down that much, it needs to go up 400% in order to get back to all-time highs. When something goes down 90%, it has to go up like 1,000% to get back to all-time highs. Zoom's got to go up 500%. Yeah, it's never gonna happen. I'm trying to see, do I put any of these on there? They're probably not really worth trading. Do you think if we have another huge COVID lockdown, sure, but we're not going to have another huge COVID lockdown. I mean, anything is possible, but like as far as a statistical probability, it's pretty darn low. At least not in the U.S. Like, this ain't gonna happen. I think everyone's like, we got fooled. Jumanji, 92%. Quantum Leap. They never hired Scott Bakula as their pitch man, so that's why this company never went anywhere. So yeah, I wish I could find like a better bullish gap. Let me go look. Like, what's Square doing? I'm in some levels on SQ. We'll see what happens there. CRM, I got the bear put spread on this one. Intel, yeah, it's into such a downtrend. It's tough. Oracle, Cisco. Yeah, and then any of these that are just gapping into the middle of yesterday. You got CPI tomorrow. I think if CPI shows any sign of slowing, which I think it probably will, just because of a year over year standpoint, like we're hitting harder comps from last year. So if it even shows like it's slowing, even though it's not gonna go away, I think that people are going to get all excited and the market will rip. There's too many people saying like going to 330, 350. I just like all these insane things. Again, anything is possible. I don't really that's gonna happen. I don't think this is 2008. So yep. Peace out, YouTube. Sorry, I don't really have anything like tremendous. Like hey, trade this. But we'll see what happens. Maybe a little bit of a turnaround Tuesday. Don't be afraid to go long, but don't be afraid to short the rip either.